Okay, think about the last time you were in a hospital. Chances are you didn't pay much attention to the walls, right? But what if those walls could do more than just hold up the ceiling? What if they could actually be an active part of the healing process? Let's dive into that. In a high-stakes place like a hospital, every single thing matters. And yeah, that includes the walls. They're not just a backdrop. They're active surfaces that can create real challenges, from hygiene and maintenance to how patients and staff actually feel. So that brings us to the big question. What if a wall could actually help reduce a patient's anxiety or help prevent infections? And on top of all that, what if it could lower the hospital's running costs? It sounds almost like science fiction, but a huge shift in technology is making this a reality. It really comes down to a tale of two surfaces. On one side, you have the traditional stuff, like vinyl, and you know the problems. Peeling edges, seams that are a magnet for dirt, and a ton of expensive downtime every time you need to fix it. But on the other side, you've got an integrated surface. It's seamless, it's tough, and it's installed with almost no disruption. The difference is absolutely night and day. So what's the game-changing technology behind this? Well, it's a completely new way of thinking about our architectural canvas. We're moving away from things we stick onto a wall to designs that literally become part of the wall itself. It's called direct-to-wall printing, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. A specialized system prints durable, high-res graphics right onto almost any surface you can think of. The key things to remember are no glues, no panels, and you get this perfectly smooth, seamless finish that feels completely integrated. And you might think this sounds complicated, but the whole process is incredibly efficient. It starts with a digital design. Then the team shows up and prints it right there on site. And then that's it. The space is ready to be used immediately. The whole thing is designed to cause as little disruption as possible. Okay, so that's the how, but let's talk about the why. Let's get into the first huge benefit, the impact this has on people. Because this goes way beyond just the technology. It's about creating environments that actively help patients, families, and even the staff feel better and heal faster. And look, this isn't just about making things look pretty. Not at all. This is all grounded in solid research. We have tons of evidence showing that the right kinds of visuals, like calming nature scenes, can genuinely lower stress and even how much pain people feel. This technology just makes it practical to put that science into action. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a nervous little kid coming into a clinic. Instead of cold, sterile walls, they're greeted by this fun safari adventure on the floor and walls, leading them all the way to their room. The whole feeling of the visit just shifts from fear to, well, to fun. And it doesn't stop at the door. That same kid is now in the procedure room. While they're getting a shot or a scan, they're looking up at this amazing scene on the ceiling. It's a positive distraction that helps them stay calm and still, which means procedures can go faster and the room is ready for the next patient sooner. So when you add it all up, the impact on people is just huge. Of course, you've got less stress for patients and families, but you also get things like better wayfinding, so visitors aren't getting lost. That frees up staff from having to give directions all day, and it builds this sense of trust and confidence in the facility. All right, so we've covered the human side, but I know what the administrators are thinking. What about the bottom line? So let's pivot and talk about the operational side of things, efficiency, hygiene, and the return on investment. If you've ever managed a facility, you know this headache all too well. The number one reason for maintenance calls about walls, it's failing vinyl coverings, peeling edges, bubbling seams, and the damage it leaves behind. It's just a constant, expensive cycle of repairs. And the operational advantage becomes crystal clear when you compare them side by side. With traditional vinyl, you've got seams that trap germs and are a nightmare to clean. It's always peeling and needs constant service calls. With direct-to-wall, it's seamless, super durable, easy to wipe down, and almost never needs repairs. It's just built to perform. But if there's one number that should make every operations manager sit up and listen, it's this one: less than 5 hours. That's how long it typically takes to install an entire area. An entire hallway can be transformed overnight. No shutting down a wing, no lost revenue, no disruption to patient care. That is a game changer. And the best part? This isn't some vague, feel-good improvement. The return on investment is totally measurable. You can literally track it in your patient satisfaction scores, see lower sedation rates in kids, measure the reduction in staff time spent giving directions, and watch your maintenance work orders for graphics just plummet. This is data-driven design. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and think about the big picture, the long-term value. Because this isn't just a quick fix, it's about creating a sustainable and adaptable asset that keeps paying you back over its entire life. You know, sustainability is huge these days, and this approach is designed with that in mind from the ground up. There's no vinyl or backing paper heading to a landfill, no adhesives off-gassing into the air. Fewer repairs means less waste, and when you're finally ready for a change, you just paint right over it. No demolition, no mess. And that adaptability is absolutely critical. Hospitals are always changing, right? New service lines open up, new donors need recognition, brands get a refresh. This approach turns your walls into a flexible canvas that can evolve right along with the facility, quickly and affordably. So, what's the ultimate takeaway here? It's a fundamental shift. We're talking about transforming walls from being just another recurring expense on the maintenance budget into a hardworking, strategic asset that actively improves the patient experience and streamlines your operations. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you're in a healthcare facility, I want you to really look at the walls. Are they actively working for the people in that building, or are they working against them? The answer might just change how you see those spaces forever.